So the latest episode to get ourselves faster over 5k and 10k took us to Thorns Park Athletic Stadium, Wakefield. So track Wednesday, I'm sorry that doesn't alliterate, and we've come to Wakefield and look what we have. We have a beautiful blue track. Has anybody ever run on a blue track, or indeed any of the colours that aren't the normal sort of reddy orange colour? Let us know in the comments below. So today's session follows on from the previous two. So on the first fast session we did 200 reps, then added 300, so today it is 2 sets of 4 times 400. Still hoping to maintain that 1500 stroke 1 mile pace.
So we're going to take you through what we do for a warm-up before we get into a fast session or race.
So firstly we raise our body temperature and heart rates by doing a 10 to 15 minute light jog.
We then activate key muscle groups, and here you can see John doing a deep squat.
Yep, 10 of those. I then progress it into doing a jump after the squat. Next up is a favourite of mine, the lunge. I do 5 forward on each leg. I then do 5 backward on each leg. There are various progressions you can make from this, but my stability isn't great, so I'm happy to do this for now. These are great for waking up my deactivated glute muscles from sitting long time in the car.
We then go into mobilising the hips, and here you can see me doing some side leg swings.
Another popular one we like to use for this is called open and close the gate. So swing my leg out, swing my leg back. I do 10 on each leg. I'm doing pretty well here because often I have to hold on to something to do these. So an often overlooked part of the warm-up is mobilising the neck and shoulders, often made tight for modern lifestyles, computers, driving, etc. So here I am, opening up my shoulders and then swinging my neck from side to side to get those neck muscles a little bit looser.
And this one's called the grapevine, and John really likes this because it's the only one he can do better than me.
Yeah, at school I wasn't the world's most natural gymnast when we had those things in PE. So yeah, here we go, fast feet, and then Dawn is moving into doing some A skips to potentiate her muscles ready for the running action. And I'm doing something called B skips here, or A plus skips really. My legs should be coming out a bit further, but we're still a work in progress.
It's a good effort there, and it will help when it comes to doing the session.
And finally 4 times 100 metre strides.
Yes, I do love strides. They really do prepare your body ready for faster session. They get your heart rate up, they get your legs moving, and really feel that I'm ready to go at the end of them. So here I am, and I'm just off on the first rep, and I'm feeling my way into pace. As I just finished the strides, I was having to hold myself back a little bit because, as I said, the strides really do prepare you for running fast. I was quite pleased because I felt like I was moving quite smoothly down the back straight, and then I came to the bend and boy did we hit that wind. But I knew it was going to come at some point because for some reason on one side of a track there is always wind. So I came in a little bit quick, 92.6, when I was aiming for 94, which is about 6:14 pace and my notional 1 mile pace. So after the first 75 seconds recovery, I'm then on to rep 2, and I'm well into my stride now. I'm moving really fluidly and enjoying it actually. It's hard work, and mentally I'm having to keep telling myself that I can do it because I've not done a track session for a long time. So yeah, going down the back straight, really smooth again. This time I know where I'm going to hit the wind because obviously I did it on the first rep. Oops, a little bit quick there, 89.3. Now that might come back and bite me on the bum later on, but it's hard to get your pace right when you've got the wind gusting from behind and then in front. So once again, I'm off and I'm on rep 3 and I'm enjoying that back straight. For some reason, I really like the back straight. I think the wind might be slightly behind us here. However, I'm not very good with numbers, as you'll see in a moment.
First one was 130, second 132, got a bit slower on that one, 135, seemed a bit more windy on the back.
So rep number 4, and it's really starting to feel hard now, and I'm having negative thoughts. I'm sure many of you running on the track doing sessions know that you get to a point where you start making bargains with yourself. I keep telling myself, finish this one, and then there's a 5-minute break and we'll see how we feel. Maybe we'll just stop here. But no, I didn't stop into the second set and the first 2 reps within my target time.
I've just done rep 2 of the second lot. It's a bit blustery and the wind is picking up in gusts, so sometimes it's behind you, and other times it's straight on, making it very difficult, but so far so good.
The wind picked up on the final 2 reps and made it really tough, but I managed to get an overall average within my target pace.
So over to me. In an ideal world, I'll be running these around 86 seconds to keep the same pace as the 200s and 300s. First set done, all okay. So we're now going to switch into the track spikes, just to get used to them for any potential track races this summer. So I'd maintained a good pace on the first set in the Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris, but as I said, I wanted to test out these track spikes for a bit of extra speed and to see how my legs reacted. I'm actually feeling a bit sick at the minute. You feel every time on the bottom bend, well actually early on in the rep, your arms, your ears start to fill with lactic acid. In fact, what's the hardest race you've ever done? For most people, say, oh, some sort of marathon or tough bro ultra, but for me, it was an 800-metre race on a track. Many years ago. Obviously I hadn't trained for 800, and oh boy was that one well of pain for the last lap. Now the eagle eye amongst you will notice that my track spikes don't currently have any spikes. I was running with them spikeless. Reason for that, I didn't bring any, but they're still very runnable. As you can see, I'm running here with good form, keeping my head high, swinging my arms back and trying to cycle my legs through as much as I can. Still a bit of work to be done there, as I mentioned in previous videos, but very much enjoying running for what is me fast on this track. Having said that, the shoes do have a natural spiky underneath to them. So I said I was looking for around 86 seconds per lap, so looking very pleased the way these numbers are turning out. This is a Wednesday. On the Sunday I'd done the Vale of York 10, expecting my legs to be heavy. They were on the warm-up, but as soon as I got going on the reps, my natural speed, such as it is, seemed to come into play, and I was really enjoying it despite the wind on that bottom bend. Now there are many things I'm not blessed with as a runner, sort of natural speed, natural flexibility, but one thing I've always had is the ability to pace evenly in a race or in a session. So into rep 3 of the second set, and the pain is beginning to gather, but you know you are nearly there. This is going to be the hardest one because on the final one you can let everything rip. So yeah, enjoying it, trying to maintain good running form, which this is good running form for me. So enjoying the breaks, well actually needing the breaks, but when I get going again I managed to nail the final rep. Put it all home successfully, big thumbs up from Dawn there, and the average pace was the same as it was for the previous sessions I'd done. Big success.
I'm done. We're fast at that second lot, probably the spikes, so I'll definitely be racing in these come summer. Cool down time. So Dawn, your reflections on that session?
Went all right actually. Is that a good reflection?
Yeah, we'll do more in the car where it's less windy. And the first time in 3 attempts that Dawn has completed a track session or track race without falling over, because it's really tricky technical terrain this.
Nice.
This is a new one as well. You made me get it because it's on the checkouts at Tesco, so we'll see.
What's it called? Huel?
Yeah, cookies and cream. It's a little bit sweet and sickly, but 35 grams of protein, which I need. So session done, 2 times 4 times 400 with 75 seconds standing recovery and 5 minutes between sets. How was it for you?
It was okay actually, but I have to say, because I've not done a session for so long on the track, I really found it difficult to get into stride initially. I think I did the first one a bit quick on each of the reps, each set, and then gradually got a bit slower, but I think they were all within what I was looking for. So yeah, not too bad, apart from that wind, which is always quite strong on one side, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's hard to even pace in the wind as well. I got into it cautiously because, as I said, I'd raced 10 miles on Sunday. Wasn't too sure about the hamstring, but then I was hitting numbers pretty similar to the 200s and 300s I'd done the previous couple of weeks, so that was pleasing.
That's good. Yeah, so session complete and positive.
And never forget the value of a good stretch post-run. So we hope you've enjoyed joining us on what my Strava AI tells me was a blistering track workout. If you have, please give this video a like and please subscribe if you'd like to see further sessions, races and parkruns we're doing this year. So until next time, keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.